I love that Milo chooses to play while I'm filming. It's very polite of him. 1 second. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah. Today's video is going to be my September favorites. I apologize because I'm actually filming this the day that I was going to upload it, and just anyway. If you like videos like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And whenever you subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I post videos. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into that to not make the intro super long or anything like that. The first thing that I wanna mention is actually the 3 products that I have on my cheeks that I've been wearing almost every single day in September. Well, 2 of them I have, and then we'll get into that. Anyway, so the first thing that I want to mention is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I have I've had this for over a year, so this is actually the old packaging. As you can tell, it's very well loved. I still love my Tarte Pro Glow Contour Palette, whatever that's specifically called. Anyway, I still love that, but I was thinking this morning, and I'm pretty sure that I have used this every single day that I've worn makeup in September. It's just a really, really easy bronzer. It's like the contour bronzer, whatever you want to call it. It's what I have on today. I really, really like it. I think that it's really, really easy to blend. I highly recommend this. The next thing that I have to mention is this blush that I actually got from a friend, and I apologize once again. Maybe someday I will get a blush that they actually carry year round, but this is another one of those limited edition ones. I've used this in at least a video or 2, and it's in the shade Insightful. My friend Sarah gave it to me. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. I love the formula. So I recommend the formula. It's just you can't buy this specific one because I think it was from like a limited edition collection or something like that. So I do apologize about that, but I think I got it about in the middle of the month, and since then I've worn it almost every single day. I think it's just a very wearable, kind of like dusty rose color. I think it's really, really pretty. I love that one. And then the next thing that I want to mention is my highlight. I actually have it on today. I'm not sure how much you can tell that, but is this Becca highlight in the shade Opal, and I just have this little mini sample. I've mentioned this before, but I actually got this as one of, like, every now and then Ulta will send out emails, you know, and you'll just get something free with purchase. Like, you don't even have to spend a certain amount of money. You just have to buy something from Ulta, and this was one of those gifts. And this is probably my favorite thing that I've gotten from that kind of deal, just because I have worn this several times. I have not hit pan yet, and it's just a really pretty, I would say, kind of rose gold color almost. I'll swatch it so you can maybe see. But here, I know that the light's a little intense right here, sorry, but it's right here, and it's just a really, really pretty iridescent light gold. It's not super gold, but I think it's gorgeous, and it looks great as a highlight, and also it's really good as an eyeshadow as well. The formula is great. It's really finely milled, so I really highly recommend that one. I did good today, and I actually thought out what I was going to mention in my favorites, so I tried to wear the beauty items on my face. So the next thing that I have to mention is this Tarte lip paint. It's in the shade Bling. I've already mentioned this in a haul. I got this in my 21 Days of Beauty. It's the lip color that I have on my lips today. As you can tell, it's a really matte formula, but it's very, very long lasting. I really, really highly recommend this, especially if you can find it on sale, because every now and then it will go on sale for $10. Normally it's $20. It's a really, really great formula. They do have, you know, a decent amount of shades to choose from, so I really, really like this. And then next, I have mentioned in, I feel like, several videos, but I just really, really love this palette. It's this Makeup Revolution Emily Edit The Once palette. It has 24 shades. I'll show you the shades again. It's these 24 right here. The mirror is really intense. I'm trying to kind of not show that. But anyway, on my eyes today, and I know that this is upside down, but I have Pi-Fi on my outer corner, and then I have Pizzazz on like the first half, and then that's kind of blended. I have Prayer on my, as a transition. I love that Milo chooses to play while I'm filming. It's very polite of him. 1 second. Okay, I have Pizzazz on like kind of like the first half, and then, oh yeah, and then I have Prayer as a transition shade, and I have the Cream as a highlight underneath my brow bone. It's kind of a simple look. You can create a lot of different looks using this palette. This palette's only $20. I tried to link it the other day, and I hope it's not sold out. If it is, I apologize. I'm not sure if it was a limited edition, if it'll be coming back. But if you can still get your hands on it, or if your Ulta does specifically still have it, I highly recommend that palette. I think the shades are great. They're very blendable, and I have reviewed this before, so I won't, you know, go into detail about that. But I really, really like that palette, and I have been using it a lot this month for sure. And then the last makeup item that I have to mention is this All Nighter setting spray. Honestly, if you haven't at least tried this by now, because I feel like All Nighter setting spray and then It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara are like the two things that I've most mentioned on my channel. So please at least try one of those. I'm not going to mention that mascara because I didn't use it as much this month. I have been using different ones. But anyway, this setting spray is great. I use it every day that I do my makeup, and I do my makeup almost every day. It really helps with the long-lasting wear of your makeup. I highly recommend this. And also, it does last a long time with how much I use it, especially because it is a little bit more expensive, well, a little pricier maybe. It's $32 and it's $32 for 4 fluid ounces. But with me using it almost every day, like this bottle will last me for a really, really long time. Like I'd say months. So I don't know, it may be like a little bit of an investment, but I really, really highly recommend it. That is it with my beauty products. So I'm going to kind of move into fashion and clothing items. The first thing that I have to mention are these little studs. I've actually had these for a while. They are kind of like a royal blue shade, and then it looks like it's a hexagon. I actually got these at Nordstrom Rack. I mentioned this in my last haul. I had like a mini Nordstrom Rack haul at the end of my video from the Ulta haul, and I just love Nordstrom Rack. I can't remember the brand of these. I do highly recommend that store for makeup, especially Urban Decay, as well as jewelry. I found a few good jewelry pieces there, and I really, really like that store, which I wish that there was one near where I lived, but maybe it's a good thing that there's not, because I would probably spend a lot of money there, so it's probably a blessing, to be honest. The next thing that I have to mention actually isn't fashion, but I just don't want to forget it. It is this planner. It's the 2019 planner, and I got it off of the TJ Maxx website. I was trying to link it. Hopefully I still can. But I mentioned this on my Instagram story. This is just, you know, a little reminder. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it'll be linked down below, like it is in every video. Anyway, so this is my notebook that I use for YouTube things, like I write video ideas and planning and that kind of thing in this notebook. So clearly I kind of like white marble. It's kind of somewhat my aesthetic. So I did not look at the dimensions online, and that's totally my fault. But I was thinking that the planner was going to be maybe this size, maybe a little bit bigger, because this is kind of a small notebook. I'm pretty sure I got this at Target. Anyway, but I was like, I'm just going to compare these together. So clearly this is a lot bigger than I was planning on it, and I did think for a second about returning it, but I'm glad that I kept it because you do have a lot of writing space. I'll just show you a month that I obviously haven't written in. This is January 2019. So this is what the inside looks like. You have a lot of lines to write out what you want to do for your day. And since I've started my YouTube channel, I kind of wanted to have something like that. That I can plan out my videos and just what things that I like to do day to day. I really, really like planning. I'm that type of person. I love writing lists. Like, for example, whenever I go on trips, I have to write out everything almost that I am going to bring, because otherwise, I kid you not, I will forget like toothbrush or toothpaste, like things that I obviously use every day. I know that this was kind of a tangent, but I like lists and plans. That's where this was coming from. Also, at the beginning of the month, you have like a layout of the month as well. Wow, Milo, this is 2 times in one video. I think I'm gonna have to take away that toy as well. Are you gonna keep on squeaking that? Yeah, 1 second. Okay, I'm sure he'll find something else to make noise with, so we'll see. Anyway, it has a layout of the month at the beginning of every month, and then it also has, I believe, a notes section. Yes, it also has like a notes section at the end of each month, and then honestly, you could write on this piece of paper too if you wanted to. I really, really like this planner. I believe it was only $9.99 or something around that, and then there was obviously shipping, but I will try to link this down below. Hopefully it's still on the website. I really, really like that. Then the next thing that I have to mention is this towel that I actually got from a friend as a birthday present. It looks like this. It's Vera Bradley. It has turtles on it, and she did really, really good with this present because I love the color blue, and turtles are actually my favorite animal. I have not mentioned this before, but I actually have a pet turtle as well. I love turtles, so whenever I saw this, I was very, very happy. The only reason I didn't mention it in my last video is, I don't know, like I didn't want 2 beach towels in the same video. I overthink things like that. I have mentioned this several times. It is still very hot here in Florida. Like I can definitely still go to the beach. We don't really have much fall, maybe like 2 or 3 days out of the year. So I can still get a lot of use out of this even though it is now October. So thank you again, Sarah. I really, really love this towel. Also another thing, this is not fashion anyway. I'm kind of gonna go in order, but I guess not really. But I forgot to bring it with me, but another friend actually got a bag of Tim Hortons coffee for me, and that's another favorite because I actually went to Tim Hortons for my 21st birthday, so that was 3 years ago. That was the last time, well, I didn't go to Tim Hortons, I actually went to Niagara Falls and they had a Tim Hortons there. But that is just to say that I have not had Tim Hortons coffee in 3 years. Milo is over here playing. I'm sure you can still hear him, but I'm not going to take away all of his toys. Anyway, I haven't had Tim Hortons coffee in 3 years, so thank you again. I really, really like that coffee. It's delicious, and I just obviously do not live in the northeastern region of the country, so unfortunately I can't get that. But if you do, I highly recommend Tim Hortons coffee. I think it's delicious. He normally sleeps throughout the day, but I guess he just is not feeling like that right now. Cool. And then another thing that I have been loving this month is this shirt. I have mentioned this in a haul and I've worn this in a video as well. I got it from Ross. It's just this little off the shoulder shirt and it's this burnt orange color. I think this is beautiful. I love this embroidery. Would you call that embroidery? I think so. I love that right here. But I think that this is super cute and it's also still like it's fall. It's fall colors, but it's not long sleeves because obviously it doesn't really get cold here. So I can dress for fall, but also still, you know, not be burning up. The last thing that I have to mention from the fashion section of this favorites video is this dress that I got from Dirt Cheap. It's like spaghetti straps, and then it's like a little bit above the knee or around the knee depending on how tall you are. But anyway, it has kind of like a cinched in waist a little bit here. I'm sorry I can't really show it the best, but it's really, really cute. And I like this because this is my version of a transition piece. Since it is clearly not warm yet, you can just wear it by itself, or if you want to transition more into fall, I've also worn this with a denim jacket and that's really cute, or just a cardigan would also be really, really cute with this as well because I think it's kind of more fall colors with the navy. Obviously I love blue, and then these little design that's all over the dress. I think it's super cute and lightweight, and I got that from Dirt Cheap, and I got it about in the middle of the month. And I've already worn it several times, like no shame. It's so comfortable to wear. I love just throwing it on, and yeah, I'm glad that I had that. Okay, so as I mentioned, I like planning things. So before this, I wrote out everything in my little, you know, YouTube notebook. And for some reason, I forgot one of the biggest things in September, and I honestly don't know how. Anyway, so another favorite, I actually went to a Taylor Swift concert. This was my first Taylor Swift concert. Not that I go to a lot of concerts, but August I did go to Imagine Dragons, and then September I went to Taylor Swift. It was a lot of fun, and I texted my friend who I went to the concert with, and I told her, I was like, I was planning for this video and I almost forgot to mention that, and I'm just a little confused how that could happen because obviously that was something big in September that I was super excited to see. She really likes Taylor Swift as well. The headliners for her were Charli XCX and Camila Cabello. We actually got there a little bit later, so we didn't really get to hear too much of Charli XCX, but we did get to hear all of Camila Cabello's songs, and they were really, really good. She's also really good live. Also, Taylor is really, really good live. I'm super glad that I got to go to the concert. It was a great experience, and our seats were pretty good as well. It was a stadium tour, so there were thousands of people there, and I don't like crowds, like large groups of people kind of stresses me out a little bit. But when you're actually in the stadium, like you could see that there was a lot of people, but it didn't really feel like it, obviously, because it's a really, really big, you know, stadium. But that being said, there was a lot of people. It was a lot of fun. I love our seats. Super glad that I got to go to that. That was a really, really cool experience. Then another thing I want to mention as a favorite, I'm pretty sure I did watch this in September. Anyway, it is the Netflix movie. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about it, but it is To All the Boys I've Loved. I'm pretty sure that's the title, or To All the Boys I've Loved Before. If I'm getting this wrong, I will put it on the screen. I always get the title mixed up for some reason. Anyway, it's a super cute movie. The acting is great, especially I feel like for a Netflix movie. Yes, it is a high school rom-com, and I graduated high school over 6 years ago, but here I am still loving that movie, and I don't know, I just thought it was super, super cute, so I'd really highly recommend that if you haven't seen it yet. And then also for shows, I am still watching Heart of Dixie. I still really, really like that. I don't know, I feel like a season and a half left, so I'll probably finish that in October, but that is my show and movie recommendation as well. So that is all my favorites that I have to mention for the month of September. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.